Hey y'all, and welcome to our 5-minute virus-free Friday this week. A little inspiration for your weekend and to begin the next week, where I promise you won't hear the 5 syllables coronavirus. No way. Today I want to kick off a little something different. I thought we might do a 9-series 5-minute virus-free Fridays on change. So each week we're going to take a different segment of change. Most of you know my background. I'm a trial lawyer turned stand-up comedian and Baptist preacher. So as you can tell from my career trajectory, I know a little bit about change. And over the years that career change took place, I have discovered that there are at least 9 core values, core skill sets that you need to make any kind of change and take action in life. And so today I want to kick off with step 1, and then each week we'll take 1 through 9. And I love to make little kind of the first letters of a word spell something bigger. So the first letter of each step that we take spells together trust, leap. T-R-U-S-T-L-E-A-P. So trust, leap. Today we're going to start with the T in trust, step number 1, and that is all about the real you. Now, back in the day when I was practicing law, I had this kind of creative side of me that had never gone away. In fact, I wanted to be a preacher when I was really little. Around 6 or 7, I'd put all my stuffed animals in the corner and make up sermons for them. And I knew I wanted to be a preacher, and I was also kind of a funny little kid. I'd sort of the class clown, loved to be creative and make up funny stories. And anyway, long story short, the preaching career came to a grinding halt when the Southern Baptist Church announced and reminded me that women cannot be ordained. And so I took that same skill set and I put it in something else. I became a trial lawyer, which is basically the same skill, just different clients. So same skill set, different clients. And the creative side of me was still there, but I just didn't have a way to put it out there. So the real me was sort of hidden away. And I'd go to court every day with my little suit and, be all masked up, like emotionally, and not show who I was to the juries, and because I felt like I had to be this very prim and proper and stoic presence. It wasn't really helped by the fact that I was the only woman in an 80-man law firm in Atlanta, and I was trying labor and employment cases, which was a very male-dominated area of litigation. So, I walked in, honey, all armored up. In the meantime, somewhere after about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I would throw all that stuff in the back of the Jeep, throw on some jeans, and go to these dark, smoky country bars and do stand-up and sing country music. Some of you may have heard this story before, but I think it bears repeating. This went on for a while, living this double life, until one day the senior partner of my law firm showed up at one of the bars one night. Now, please understand, the law firm had no idea that I was doing this, and the juries had no idea that I was actually out singing country music. All they saw was this prim and proper woman with a suit. And as the lights went up in the middle of the set, or kind of the break in the middle of the set, I saw the partner of my firm, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to get fired. Anyway, he comes up to me and he says, "Where's that woman on stage? She'd make a great trial lawyer." And it was in that moment I realized that bifurcating my life, taking segments of myself out that I thought weren't proper or weren't appropriate or ones that wouldn't be well received, was a grave mistake. And then in order for me to really succeed in life, for me to really live into the life that God intended for me to live, I had to bring all of who I was to what I did. And that meant the creative side, the music, the stand-up, the legal, logical, business side of me, all of it had to come to the forefront. Now, that's easier said than done. I know many of us go to work like little good soldiers, or even present ourselves to our friends or family like little good soldiers, and keep a lot of ourselves hidden because we're scared of how the world will judge it. And, I get it. It's scary to be vulnerable, to put yourself out there. But here's the bottom line. It's really exhausting to live an inauthentic life. I think the comedian Fanny Brice put it best. I want to read you all this quote that I've got, and I think this summarizes it best. She said, "Let the world know you as you are, not as you think you should be. Because sooner or later, if you are posing, you will soon forget the pose, and then, where are you?" Well, amen. T, the real you. You got to bring all of who you are to what you do. So that's the first step for this week. So as you think about that, I hope you chew on how you can bring more of yourself, be more authentic in your life and work and spiritual path. And that includes how we present ourselves to God. And next week we will talk about R, the R in the word trust, and that stands for risk. We got to be willing to take a risk. Until then, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday for our 5-Minute Virus-Free Friday.